Hey guys, so for today's video, I am going to be filming a chit chat get ready with me. Now I am so sorry I have not had that many uploads in the past week because I've been sick. It just sucks so bad. I'm gonna just go ahead and start getting started. I'm gonna use the Huda primer. If I don't talk about any of the products, I will list them in the description box. I'm only gonna use one pump of this because it's pretty much all you need. Anyways, I've been sick all week and I still am sick. You can probably tell my voice is a little bit different. What's funny is on the morning that I filmed my morning routine, I started getting sick. Like I woke up and I was like, oh, I can feel it. It's coming. Like I knew. So I was like, Amy, like hurry up, film your morning routine before you get like super duper sick, you know? And what do you know it, like at least I got it filmed. I was happy about that because I was able to edit it slowly while I was sick because there was no way I would be able to film the other days. I was just way too sick. But I woke up this morning and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm definitely still a little bit sick, you know, blowing my nose, got my tissue here in case I need. My throat still has a little bit of, you know, something, but I'm feeling a lot better. Like I feel up to filming. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild foundation and I am not using golden beige and desert beige. Your girl is using soft beige. I am pale as a ghost right now, you guys. I exfoliated my tan off because I actually went for a consultation for laser hair removal. So I was like, you know, I want them to see obviously my skin tone. And I ended up like, it just made me start thinking about how I really need to start like embracing my natural skin tone. And I want to talk about that a little bit because I don't mean at all that that means I'm not going to tan anymore and that I don't think I should tan at all. I know this is like a huge subject, you know, people get very, like I get a lot of comments all the time. Like I get some hate about tanning, like, why don't you just accept your natural skin tone? And it's like, guys, we all do things to enhance ourselves. We dye our hair, we straighten our hair, we curl our hair, we get things done to our eyebrows, we get eyelash extensions, we wear makeup. Like, guys, we all do things to enhance ourselves. So just, you know, I'm not even gonna get into the whole subject of tanning, you know? I don't know if this is the color that I was using all weekend, but I just took a shower this morning, so I'm wondering if I'm a little bit even paler right now. But this is the color I've been wearing all weekend, which brings me to kind of like talk about how, you guys, I'm so unfamiliar with my own skin tone because I have just been tanning week after week after week after week. I never stay pale. Like I always just have a tan on, that I'm so unfamiliar with my skin tone now. Like when I went to go choose a foundation, choose bronzer, when I did my makeup this weekend, I was like, I don't even know. I mean, I know what to choose, but like I didn't have the proper products. The only bronzer I could find is what I'm gonna use today is the Hula stick, and it's still even a bit warm. You know what I mean? Like it made me realize like, wow, Amy, like you are so into tanning that your makeup collection doesn't even support but like doesn't even have really, you know, your real skin tone. This is the only foundation I could find that like matched me pretty well over the weekend, but it might be, no, I think it'll actually match pretty nicely to my neck. It just made me realize that I think I need to start accepting my natural skin color, a little bit more. And by that I just mean, like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was super, like, ever since I started tanning, I just fell in love with how I looked. And I just started getting very insecure about my natural skin color to the point where whenever I was pale, I was not confident. Like I didn't feel cute. I would always say, I'm not cute right now, I'm pale, you know? Like I just didn't feel cute. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm still gonna tan. Your girl loves to be tan. You know, I'm still gonna tan, but I do believe that I should still feel confident and comfortable in my own skin color. Like when my tan fades, I should feel confident no matter what, pretty much. So this weekend I was like, no, you know what, Amy, you're gonna challenge yourself to be pale all weekend. You know, wear your do your makeup while you're pale, get dressed, look cute, get all dolled up and everything, and you're gonna force yourself and really practice being confident no matter what. Because I'm being honest with you guys, it's kind of like the same with makeup. Like you can wear makeup and feel confident, but if you take it off, sometimes some of you guys may feel not confident with no makeup on. And that used to be me. Like when I was in high school, oh my God, you guys, I had to wear makeup. I remember one day I woke up late. Oh my God, you guys, I was so late that I had to put on makeup in the car. And it was bad. Like I was like, no, I need to wear makeup. So I took my makeup, put it on in the car, and I remember like I couldn't get it done in time, so I went to the like locker and I like quickly put on some like makeup. You know what I mean? Like it's like I had to wear makeup, and I was not confident without it on. And I don't have that problem anymore. I am confident with makeup and without. Like I love myself without makeup too now, you know, like I'm confident with that. So I feel like I need to make the same change with me being pale and me being tan. I need to be confident with a tan, without a tan. You know, at all times I feel like you need to just be confident and comfortable in your own skin. So I challenged myself this weekend, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was feeling pretty cute. Like I was feeling pretty cute. Your girl was digging it. Like, you know what I mean? But you know what that made me realize? It made me realize it's more mind over matter. When you're open to something, you become more comfortable and confident with it. When you are completely uncomfortable with something, you become totally uncomfortable with it. You know what I mean? So it's more mind over matter. So this is a little bit dark for me right now. It matched me over the weekend, but I guess I just got a little bit lighter. So I'm just gonna drag it down my neck. Anyways, my laser consultation went good. Your girl's gonna get full body, like full Shazam laser hair removal. So wish me luck, because you guys know that I feel like kind of not bad because it was a genuine sponsorship. I did the Silk Flash and Go sponsorship, and I tried that out for months, like a good 2 months was it, before I did the sponsorship. So I tried it. You know what I mean? I 100% wasn't lying in the video. But I kind of wish, like, for something like that, I guess I know now in the future, for something that, like, you know, a hair removal that's gonna, like, it claimed to be permanent. For a device like that that's gonna claim to be permanent, I definitely should have tried it for, like, 6 months or something, because my opinion has changed on it now. The Silk Flash and Go didn't work on me permanently. It's one of those devices that you kind of have to keep up with. So my hair is a lot better, though. Like, my leg hair is more sparse, and it takes longer to grow in. Like, I don't have to shave nearly as frequently as I did before, but it's definitely not permanent. So I am just gonna do laser hair removal, which even laser hair removal isn't permanent technically, but it pretty kind of much is, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna really have to maintain it that much. All right, now that I've been doing foundation for like ever, for years, we're gonna move on. So I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape in Light Sand, yeah. And I'm not putting too much. This is actually the makeup look. I'm doing the exact same makeup look. No, I'm not gonna do that I did this weekend, because just because I kind of liked it. It's like a very natural makeup look, by the way, too. I'm not doing super glam today. I'm doing like I want to mimic the look that I did this weekend, because I was really into it and I just felt really confident, except I'm gonna pop some lashes on. So I'm gonna do that for today, especially because I'm sick too. I don't want to put on full glam, you know? Anyways, I was vlogging this morning. I've been vlogging a little bit today. And I was thinking, since I'm filming a Chit Get Ready with me today, why don't I mentioned this idea on Twitter a little bit. I was thinking of doing like a series called Ask Amy, or no, Amy's Advice. Yeah, Ask Amy, Amy's Advice, whatever, where you guys ask me advice on like some hard things you're going through. Like, you know, I give you guys makeup advice all the time, and that's totally cool. But I want to give you guys some real friend, like I want to give you guys some advice that you would go to your mom, your best friend, or your, you know, just your best friend for. Anything you guys are struggling with and really need advice on, like friendly advice, ask your girl. I'm giving you guys advice today. So I asked you guys on Snapchat to let me know if you have any advice, and I got a couple questions already, so we're gonna actually go ahead and do that today. I also want to do a Chit Get Ready with me. You guys have been loving these, by the way, so that's why I'm like excited, because like I really love talking to you guys. So we're gonna do more of these, but I also want to do one all about zodiac signs, and I'm gonna go through all the zodiac signs, my opinion on them, talk about them, share you guys like information on them, you know, compatibility, all that fun stuff. It's gonna be so much fun. If you guys really want to see that, let me know and I'll do that. Actually, I'm gonna start with one that I have in my head already, that a subscriber or a supporter actually Snapchatted me. I'm gonna keep her name private, but this question, this subscriber reached out to me weeks ago. So she reached out to me about how she's talking to this new guy and she really, really likes him, and she doesn't know what to do because he reached out to her and told her that he wants to take things slow. But here's the catch. Like, woo, okay, cool. You want to take things slow? Okay, cool. But here's the catch. They've already been intimate. And they've already said, I love you. So, My advice to her, and so she was like, what do I do? Because I'm kind of hurt that he wants to take things slow, but at the same time, like, I really like him. Like, like, what is this? What's going on? What should I do? Especially just in any relationships that you're going through, I've really learned to evaluate people's actions. Don't worry about the words that they tell you, because people will tell you, I love you, I support you, but their actions will show you, I hate you, I don't support you. So what are you going to listen to? Like, let's listen to people's actions, really, right? So immediately, the first thing I thought of was, you need to back up a little bit, like pull away from this guy a little bit, because he's telling you he wants to take things slow, but he's telling you he wants to take things slow now. Now he wants to take things slow after he's already been intimate with you, after he's already said he loves you. So, I mean, I think it's important not to judge, and I think it's always important to keep an open mind, definitely. But you have to look at that and kind of be like, now you want to take things slow? You didn't want to take things slow when we were being intimate. You were ready to go to that stage, but now after that stage has passed, you're like, you want to take things slow now? That just tells me he's not serious. He either has somebody else or he's not serious. It's a high probability that that's the case. So this was a good one. Someone actually asked, say you've been friends with someone for a while and then all of a sudden they drop you because they say you talk about them, which I don't, and I'm aggressive, which I kind of am. What do you do? Because I love her and I don't want to let her go. So if you love her and you don't want to let her go, communicate. I would say talk to her. Sit down, talk to her. Let her know your intentions are good and that you love her and you want to be her friend, and that, let her know that. Maybe she just needs some reassurance. But I will also say, if she's really your friend, trust is important. Maybe you guys need to work on building more trust with each other, because it seems like she doesn't trust you, because she said that, sorry, I need to do my makeup, don't I? She said that she says that you talk about her. So it seems like she doesn't trust you. You know what I mean? She should be like, if you guys have a good friendship where like you guys have trust, she'd be like, no, my girl would never talk about me. You know what I mean? So you guys need to work on trust and talk to her. Sit down and be like, listen, hey, I love you. I support you. I may be aggressive. That's my personality. At the end of the day, if she does not like that you're aggressive and she cannot handle it, at the end of the day, it's sad, but like you guys need to separate, because you can't change yourself for her. If you have an aggressive personality, maybe you can tweak yourself a little bit around her, but don't completely change yourself. If you have an aggressive personality and that's just who you are, you're probably an Aries. Aries are so aggressive. Let me know if you're an Aries, please. Oh my God. Anyways, if that's your personality, girl, that's your personality. Like, people are going to accept you for who you are. And if they're not, they need to go. They need to bounce. So you need to be open about that too. Be like, hey, I love you. I support you. Like, these are my intentions. My intentions are good. I'm not talking shit about you. I am an aggressive person. Let me know if you can accept that. If you can't, we need to end this now. And then be like, just like really be open to her and be like, hey, like, we probably need to work on building some trust with each other, because it seems like you're keeping one eye open with me. You're saying I'm talking shit about you, but I'm not. So you don't trust me. So just be like, hey, like, we need to build some trust with each other, I need advice on moving on from a breakup. I actually got a couple questions about this. So my advice on moving on from a breakup is focus on yourself. Now, I know that can seem pretty generic, but I think a lot of the times when you're in relationships, like I've seen this happen to a lot of people, you lose yourself. You're no longer doing things that you love. You're no longer hanging out with your girlfriends. You're no longer getting your nails done. You're no longer doing, like, ask yourself how much time of the day, sorry, the sun's going in and out. Ask yourself how much time of the day are you doing things for yourself and yourself only. You need to be a little bit selfish. And I think in a lot of relationships, people are not selfish, a little bit selfish, obviously not completely selfish, but you know what I mean? Do things for yourself. Take care of yourself. And sorry, I got a little bit of armpit sweat. Okay, we're gonna keep it real and ignore that. Yeah, so I think that sometimes after a breakup, it can kind of be like, whoa, it's just me here. But that's okay. Focus on yourself. Like, ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? What do I want to do with my life? What am I currently doing? What makes me happy? Do things that make you happy. Like, ask yourself, what makes me smile? What makes me have fun? What do I enjoy? And do those things. Do things for you. But if you guys are really done with it, like if you're like, okay, this is done. Like, I am done with this person. I think you need to cut all communication. Like, cut the cord. Like, maybe you need to maybe you don't need to block their number. Maybe that's harsh, but you know what I mean? Like, cut the cord, remove them from your life permanently. Unfollow them on Instagram. Just remove that person. They can't be constantly in your face. You know what I mean? So next question is, what is your best advice for someone starting a long distance relationship? I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years now, and he has to move an hour and a half away for his job. Damn. Until I'm able to move out there with him. I go to school full-time, work part-time, and he works full-time and goes to school full-time as well. How can we make this work with our busy schedules and the distance? I can relate to this, you guys, because I am in a relationship now that's moving on to, wow, 6 years. Just realized that. Moving on to 6 years in a relationship, and I know that I keep my relationship private, but that's something I've actually had to go through. When it comes to long distance, I think it's important. At the end of the day, I'm just going to be real. At the end of the day, you guys are either going to be committed enough to each other or you're not. Like, you're either in it till you guys are 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, or you're not. Do you know what I mean? I think you have to have a conversation with each other. I think that's the most important thing. I'm going to use Mac Harmony because it's like really cool tone. So just to kind of like, you know, cool this down a bit. I think it's important for you to have a conversation with him. You need to say to him, listen, are you about this? Like, are you really in this? Like, are you in this to win it? Like, to stay with me forever until we're past this long distance stage, until we can move in together? Are you in this until I'm 60, 70, 80, 90? Because if you're not, why are we going to put each other through this? So if he says to you, listen, I am in this, girl. Like, we are going to make this work. We are going to be together forever. We are going to make this work. Then, you know, I think that's the first step. So now you know you guys are committed. Now all you guys got to do is the work. Put in the work to make time for each other. So there's FaceTime nowadays. And I know it's not the greatest, but listen, there's FaceTime nowadays. FaceTime him, you know, text him, good morning. Like, make sure you guys are still showing each other, hey, I'm thinking about you. You know, even though we're not together, I'm thinking about you and I love you. I know it's a big issue with like a cheating thing. Like, people will think, you know, long distance, oh, you guys are going to cheat. Listen, you either trust that person or you don't. I mean, and that's just the you know, that's just the truth. Like, that's just, if we're going to keep it raw, that's just the truth. You either trust them or you don't. If you do, then cool. You don't even have to think about the whole cheating thing. Like, let's throw that out the window. We don't even need to think about that. Now it's just really making time for each other. And just like you are committed to going to work full time, just like you are committed to going to school full time, you also have to be committed and put in a time slot where you guys are going to connect with each other, where you guys are going to promise to FaceTime each other, to call each other, to connect on how your days have gone, how your week has been, how, you know, how things are going. So someone asked, I would love to hear your advice about how to save money. You guys, I am good on this one, okay? Because I am so frugal, but I will say I do like to spend a little bit too. You know, I like to shop. I'm always on freaking Amazon. I am their #1 customer. But I also like to have money. In order to have money, you need to save money. And I think that's very important to me. I like to see the bank account go up and not down. I feel like what's a big thing is, I know it sounds silly, but don't spend. Like, don't spend what you don't need to. So what I like to do whenever I go on a save, because I always have these times when I go on like a save money binge where I'm like really super strict. What I like to do is I like to pretend, I say this to myself, like, pretend you're broke. Live like you're broke. Pretend you do not have the money. Like, what would you do if you really didn't have the money? Would you really buy that foundation if you really didn't have it because you're broke? No. So don't. I like to pretend I'm broke. Live like I'm broke. You know? And another thing too, like another little advice thing that I like to do is every time I go to spend something, I say to myself, do I need this? And define need. Like, really define what the word need means. The word need is like, you know, you need food, you need water. Do you need a new Tarte concealer? And no. And then every time you go to like spend money, be like, do I need this? Do I need this? Is it a necessity? And you'll find yourself being like, no, it's not. Okay, cool. And then you won't spend. You'll find yourself not spending as much when you start to do that. Another thing, if you really have to save for something, like you're planning on moving out, you have something big you need to save for. You guys know I'm really looking into moving out. I've been getting so many questions for a house tour, you guys, that it's making me think, like, should I just do one? I'm not as in love with my home anymore. Like, we've been renting this or leasing this place, you guys know that. But I'm not like as in love with it anymore. So I don't have that passion to do a house tour, but so many of you guys want it, especially after my morning routine. You guys are like, house tour, please. Like, we need to see your home, the rest of it. So I might just do that, especially before I go ahead and move out. So yeah, anyways, so what I like to do is look at your bank statements and grab like the last 3 months or the last 6 months. Try to just look at how much you're spending versus how much you're making and see how you can cut that down. Look at what you're spending on and see what you can take out. Do you really need to go to the movies every Friday night? Do you really need to go to 3 restaurants every single weekend and spend $100 on the restaurant? No, you probably don't need to be doing that. And you'll probably end up losing weight too. You know what I mean? A lot of us spend money on like food, like going to fancy restaurants not even fancy. Like you go to Boston Pizza and you're going to spend $40 on a Saturday. Then Sunday, your girlfriend's going to want to go somewhere else, another $40 and 50 and 60 and 70, 89. Like, and then you end up spending way too much money. So someone just asked, I just opened this right now. Can you give tips on how you keep discipline when you have cravings? Okay, so I want to talk about this a little bit because I know this is an issue. Like you want to lose weight, but you're craving so much. Don't restrict yourself so much. Eat what you like. Eat the foods you like and you'll notice you crave less. So include the things that you love into your diet. And you could do that by just working it into your calories. It's that simple. But you guys should check out my what I eat in a day. It's like I eat food that I love. But I know we crave things that are like, we probably can't work into our calories. I would say what I do is I always wait. Like sometimes I crave something and then the next day I'm like, nah, I don't want it anymore. So if you don't want it anymore, like, you know what I mean? Imagine if you did give into it, like, it wouldn't have even been worth it. But then sometimes I crave something and the next day I still want it. And then the next day I still want it. If you still want it, girl, get it. Get it, have fun, and move on and continue eating healthy. You know what I mean? Like, just have what you want. It's not, I think, like, just don't be so restrictive. I think when you crave one thing and you eat one thing, sometimes we crave another and then we crave another and then we don't stop craving. So the way you stop that, where you're just like going too overboard, is asking yourself, like, a thing that really works for me is sorry, I can't do my brows and talk. So just because you want it, does that mean you need to get it? So you want ice cream, right? Okay. Does that mean you need to have it? Does that mean you need to get it? Just because you want it doesn't mean you have to get it. Get over it. You know what I mean? Move on, type of thing. So I think it's having that discipline too, of being like, just because I want something doesn't mean I have to have it. I think it's like having a little bit of that tough love with yourself too and having that discipline. So for the eyes this weekend, what I did is took my bronzer, I took this brush, this is the Morphe E27, and I literally just put that all over the eyes and underneath. So I have another question here. This says, hey girl, I'm in a toxic friendship, but I'm not sure how to remove myself from the friendship since we have been friends for a long time. I don't want tension with the person either since I think we are just on different paths in life. I just don't know how to let go of them easily. Thank you. This is huge because I've been through that. Sometimes you guys are you're not vibing. Like, you guys are on different paths in life, and I think that that's okay. So I would just be honest with her and communicate with her. And tell her, like, hey, but this is the thing, tell her what you want to do, like that you want to, move on from each other. Tell her that you want that, but also tell her how you feel. Tell her your fears. Like, tell her your fear is that she's going to take it the wrong way, that she's going to get upset, and let her know you want to be on the same page. Like, I think it's okay to be honest with people and communicate your fears to them. Like, hey, I want to tell you something, but like I'm kind of afraid to because I feel like you might do this or I might do this or like things might be like this. Just be open about your fears. Be like, hey, I would just honestly communicate and talk to her. That's like the best thing to do in most situations. I've been through this same situation, except I was a lot younger. I was a lot more immature. So I completely avoided the situation and I just completely disappeared. I stopped talking to that person altogether. And that was so immature of me. I don't, that's not what I would recommend at all. I think the best thing to do is be open. But what I did is I just completely stopped talking to that person, which I don't think is fair because I think it leaves them very like, whoa, like what happened type of thing. And I don't think that that's fair. For a natural makeup, this has taken a long time, but I'm just like sitting down, relaxing, and talking to you guys. That's why. I did this in the morning this weekend and I took like 10 minutes, not even. Okay, so I literally just opened this up. So let's see what this says because it's long and it looks kind of interesting. I'm seeing a few words here. So there's this guy I like and I'm stuck between making a move and not making a move. I've known him since high school for 10 years approximately. Wow. And he's the sweetest guy. I don't know if he's into me, but there's been times we've almost kissed. The reason why I don't want to make a move is because we have such a great friendship and I would hate to lose that if we didn't work out. And also part of me is scared that I have not been in a relationship in a really long time. Anyway, we have a mini trip coming up with a bunch of other friends. Him and I will be sharing beds. Girl, like make the move. Should I make a move? Thank you, Amy. Girl, you need to make the move. You need to bite the bullet. Let's say you try and it ruins things and like, oh my God, you guys are not friends anymore. You can fix it. You can talk to them and be like, hey, like, can we just be friends? And I'm sure you guys could be mature enough to do that. So I think you can cross that bridge if you get there is what I'm saying. Like you're fearing something you don't know is even gonna happen. So if that happens, you can deal with that once it happens. And I feel like there's a proper way you can deal with it and you guys will be able to overcome that. And I think that's almost like a little bit of a risk that you would have to take. Yeah, you need to just make the move, girl. Like, oh my God, this is the Kat Von D Bonero. I can't talk and do this. I don't want like an intense lip. I'm gonna like blend it anyways. Yeah, you need to make the move, girl. Like, oh my God. I feel like you guys are feeling each other because you said you almost kissed. So there's a high chance that he is feeling the same way. He just could be more of a shyer guy. And then I also have Soar from MAC. I don't know if I'm going to ruin this look. I didn't do this weekend, but I kind of want to. Yeah, girl, so you need to just make the move. Like, I feel like this is going to go good. I have a good feeling about this. Like, let me know what happens. I want to know now what happens. You said you guys have a trip coming up with a few friends. Let me know what happens. Like, I need you to update me, please. Also, I would say don't get your hopes up. Like, I know I'm getting excited. Oh my God, I'm getting my hopes up. Okay, don't get your hopes up because I always like to, I might be a little bit of a pessimist. Pessimistic? I might be a little bit pessimistic. It's a Cancer thing. I'm like guarding myself. So I think you should guard yourself. Be like open, you know, be like, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do this. It might not turn out how you want it to turn out. That's okay. Like you'll be able to cross that bridge if it happens when you get there, if you get there. Okay, so I am gonna move on to the lashes and then we are done here, people. So I'm gonna use, I think, a combination of these two mascaras and then I'm gonna pop on some falsies. I'm not gonna do it on camera though because it's gonna take forever. I'm gonna try these new falsies. These are from the brand Bold. How cool is the packaging? Like really dope packaging. So this is from boldfacemakeup.com and these are the lashes for days. See the name down there? Lashes for days lashes. How pretty do these look, you guys? But I don't know if they're gonna be too long for me because you know I have like small lid space. I don't know. We're gonna see. I guess we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I just popped on these lashes and I am obsessed, you guys. Like, are you seeing these right now? Talk about lashes for days. That's why the name is that. These are bomb. Like they're so long and wispy, but they're still very natural. Like I don't feel overdone and they're so lightweight. Like I feel like nothing's even on me right now. So I'm really obsessed with them. Anyways, that is pretty much it for this Chit Chat Get Ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me, giving you guys some advice. I really enjoyed it. I'm like chilling in my track pants, doing my makeup, getting ready with you guys. So I'm feeling good vibes. Like I feel really good about this video. I'm hoping you guys love it. I know a lot of you guys have been requesting for me to do more Chit Chat Get Ready with me. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.